very early on it was considered junk, you know, and was looked down upon. But I think that's changed and shifted with the times.
I've loved movies since I was a kid. Every single movie I've always been like enchanted by, especially when I was a child. They just let you escape. They let you get into a whole new world or go to a place in time that you will never see because you were born way too late to see it.
Everyone loves movies. It's one art form that everyone can attach itself to. So you're exposing them to different ideas, different voices, different people from all over the world, and beyond socially, you're also just artistically, you're exposing them to different styles and different colors, things that they may not have thought to put together before, and especially things that you may not have thought you liked. Seems selfish, but movies can make you feel good, or they can make you feel terrible, but they make you feel something. Even if it's bored on occasion, it still helps you narrow down what you're into. I think it helps us discover who we are and discover who other people are.
Film has a unique power to give a voice to the voiceless, and so whether it be documentary or it be a fictional piece, film provides a platform for ordinary people and also represents larger groups of people that may not have that voice.
The power of film is much more interesting to me now than what goes into making it. I think it's a very exciting art form. It can change lives, and that's where it's really a powerful thing.
Discovery of a story, kind of being taken on an adventure. You kind of get lost and taken away from real life for a period of moments, and you kind of get brought into this somebody else's imagination, and you get to feel like you're part of it.
I guess I like storytelling, but that's so cliche-ish to say I like storytelling. And to be honest, I like working on the films maybe more than watching them.
I think my favorite thing about film in general is seeing movies with audiences that affects the experience in a way that you can't have when you're on your own. You know, if everybody in that theater is scared, you can feel it. And there's something about that communal experience of this other world that I just find incredibly appealing and fun. You know, all of those things. It's escapism, but it's also sort of something else. It's like a very human connection.
It is not only the Avalon here, but the Rosebud Cinema and the Time Cinema out more in the Wauwatosa area. We're all what we call the Neighborhood Theater Group, which we are 3 little independently run theaters. To our records, construction started in about 1927. It did take quite a few years for it to open, which was, I believe, May 9th, 1929. So we opened only a few months before the stock market crashed. And that is kind of the testament to this theater, that it's lasted this long, because of the fact that it made it through its first 10 years during the Depression, which is probably the worst time to open up a movie theater in this country. It was built for vaudeville and for movies, because they weren't sure motion pictures were going to be the thing. We've been open now since 1929, with only a few years in between where they were shut down. My boss bought the building in 2005, and our renovation didn't start until 2013. So we've been open as the Avalon Atmospheric Theater now since December of 2014.
The Rosebud's a very unique theater. We're located in Wauwatosa. We're a single-screen movie house that's been around since the middle 1990s. We have untraditional seating. We have couches. We have a full bar. We serve 10 different beers on tap. And people in the area walk to the theater versus just going to a large multiplex and, kind of parking 20 miles away and just, working their way in for 10 different movies.
This is the original backstage of the vaudeville theater that they built in the original construction. So this space is essentially a small box theater, but you could put another one of these right on top of us. It is an actual huge working fly space for a live theater. We kept the concrete pillars exposed, and then we did the open cage lighting. We did a lot of the things to kind of make it feel like it's that stark backstage look. The floor is actually original. It is the original wood floor that was put in, and what we did was we sealed it, stained it, and preserved it. And if you look in the floor, you'll actually see little squares that were the trapdoors for the stagehands to pop in and out. Definitely, it is a cool thing that most people don't even know. It's kind of like a little hidden secret back here. What we tried to strive for is the experience. We do have the full bar. We have the service waitstaff that comes right to your chair. We try to do little things to make it worth coming and experiencing it as a whole.
You get a more personal experience. You kind of have the stresses taken away without having the multi-big crowds.
The thing that I love about it, movies transport you to a new place. Well, that's what atmospheric theaters were driven to do. We have the influence of Granada, Spain. That's kind of where we went with ours. The ceiling and the constellations are actually what Granada, Spain in summer would look like. And so you come here and it's not just seeing the movie. You're sitting under the twinkling LED fiber optic star ceiling.
When you come to Rosebud, what's cool about it is it's kind of a very family feel. You come in here, you feel welcomed. There's a sense of community. A lot of times we know a lot of the customers by name, and they know us by name.
The community was what kept this a movie theater. Their memories of what things look like, their own pictures they had at home, their memorabilia, things like that. So they helped us get it to where we are today, so that's why we really feel it's important to support them as well.
The Oriental opened July 2nd of 1927 and was owned and operated by the Sachs brothers. We've heard from people all over, from Sicily, Japan, China, Germany. We've had tourists and they said there's nothing like this where they're from.
And when they come here, they go in, even if they don't want to see a movie, they go in just to look up. And when kids go in there, that's the amazing thing. When you see kids go in there, if that's their first film, I mean, they're going to be disappointed when they see other films anywhere else. They look up. I think one of the kids that came in there said, does a princess live here? And I think somebody said, yeah. Just, I mean, yeah. Let's say yes, because why not?
A common theme, in a way, for movie palaces of the 20s was to create a fantastical setting. In this case, is kind of a mix of East Indian and Moorish design elements. It's kind of a mishmash of stuff. The theater itself is just incredible. The craftsmanship that went into putting this place together is just, I don't think you could do that now. You know, you could be in here, as I have for years, over a decade, and still notice things every day that I haven't seen before. Places like this are worthless without people inhabiting and, you know, being entertained here and congregating and, you know, being a part of that community.
People who are scooping your popcorn and getting you soda and buying your tickets, they're not just doing that. I mean, they love that space as well. They're invested in it. And that's, I think, rare for something like that. But they love what they're doing there, and because that space is just so magical, it's hard not to work there and feel connected to it.
You know, the Oriental has been the key venue in the Milwaukee Film Festival for many years, 13 years, I think. So it's, you know, really been the hub of that annual festival, just packed here for that. And Milwaukee Film also does their monthly members screenings, which are also very popular.
Oh, people think I live there. I mean, members will see me there seeing a movie and assume I just came down from the roof. Because and people will call there often asking about Milwaukee film questions. Or they'll call, I've gotten calls just asking what's playing. And I can Google it. Well, Milwaukee Film puts on the annual Milwaukee Film Festival. This is our 10th year, coming up on our 10th year. Before my time, I think it was like a long weekend, and then it quickly moved to 11 days. And luckily, when I started was the first year we went to 15 days. I feel like about 6, 7 years ago is when the city really started to embrace it. I feel like it always takes a little while. I didn't know about it really. In the periphery, I'd heard about it for the first couple of years.
I've talked to directors all over the country. They go, "Oh, Milwaukee Film Festival, that is great." They've actually come here, said it's a great film festival. You know, and I think we take it for granted.
It's a 2-week, it's a 15 straight days of hundreds of films, short films, international films, local films. It's a huge celebration. I mean, it's really great. The city really embraces the film festival, which has always been nice. We have an incredible variety of films, and then we have wonderful guests that come. So a lot of the directors of the films, actors from the films, etc., the subjects for documentaries, they come, they talk to people afterwards. We have conversations after the film with the public. We have panel discussions. We also have great parties. There's a huge opening night party, which is always amazing. Receptions for some of the guests. I mean, there's nonstop action. There's nonstop events and a lot of fun to be had at the festival. The really cool thing, and I think that what is the best testament to how great the local filmmaking culture is here, is when I started, we had one evening that was called the Milwaukee Show. It's still called that. Milwaukee Show was one night, it was a bunch of short films by local filmmakers. And it got to a point where the work that we were seeing, there was more and more good stuff. So we had to make 2 nights. So we did Milwaukee Show 1, Milwaukee Show 2. Within that, sometimes there were music videos. There were so many of those that were great, we had to go to Milwaukee Show 1, Milwaukee Show 2, and Milwaukee music videos. And in addition to that, again, as part of our education program, we have Milwaukee Youth Show.
I used to be the education director at Milwaukee Film, and one of the things that we did there that has been just so great to continue to see develop is their screenings for school kids. One of the years that I was there, we showed the documentary Louder Than a Bomb, which is about the slam poetry competition in Chicago every year. And we had some of the poets there. And so the kids, just in general, they were high school students, they loved the movie. And we didn't tell them that the poets were going to be there. So when they walked on stage, like it was like the Beatles, you know, it was just everyone's like, "Wah!"
I feel like every aspect of what we do is reaching out to the community. Even when we just show a film at the festival, there's just a lot of the community come. Our membership program is one of our best ways to engage the community. Like I said, we've got, I think it's like 4,100 around there right now. And they are so invested in what we do. And like I said, I see them every month because we have the monthly member screenings. And it's just like a get-together every month. Everyone says hello and catches up and see what they're doing, and we let them know what we're doing. Our education programs, I mean, they go out into the community to talk to kids all over the city. I've made the promise that, so we have 4,100 members. When we hit 5,000 members, I'm going to marry that member. So that's I feel like the best way we reach out to the community. It was a joke I made on stage a long time ago when we hit 1,000. I said 1,000 is great, but 5,000 is when we get married. And I never thought it would take hold. So people keep reminding me. They ask me where we're at, ask me if I'm ready to get married. We're really excited about the film festival this year. We did push the dates a little bit this year into the last couple weeks of October. But I think that's going to allow us to get some access to films we wouldn't have had access to otherwise, which is really going to up the game, I think, and possibly some really great guests to come along with those bigger films and more interesting films. The immediate future is we're about to start running the Oriental Theater year-round, which has been a dream for quite a long time. We're very excited. I mean, it seems to me and to hopefully everybody like the perfect combination.
I'm really excited to see what happens with that. So not only do we have this big film festival, they have their own theater. That's incredible. It's incredible. Right here in Milwaukee. One of the reasons I decided to move here, I came and investigated, and I thought, well, what do they do in Milwaukee? And I was shocked at all the good stuff that was being done here.
The filmmaking scene in Milwaukee has been exponentially growing over the last few years, and a lot of that is attributed to Milwaukee Film and just other people who have really wanted to make the scene flourish here.
I love Milwaukee so much, but the problem is no one sees us. And I feel like people will be very surprised to see, and they shouldn't be, how much talent is here.
Supporting a lot of the local filmmakers, movies that are shot in Wisconsin, things like that, I think is a big deal because we don't have that much. It's not like we're known for our film, and so it's really helpful to get that out there to show the talent that is in the state and the type of movies that we can do, the filmmaking, documentaries, whatever it is.
Filmmaking is essentially a giant to-do list, right? There's somebody's creative vision, and then it's like, okay, how do we make that happen? And I love watching all of those pieces come together into a thing.
I'm not a filmmaker in the traditional sense. I'm a filmmaker supporter. Audio has to support picture. You don't want people to notice the audio. You just want them to experience it.
I've never got into film for the money. I think if I was looking to do a career that had more of a monetary element to it, I would have not decided to be a documentary filmmaker. But it has, like I said, I truly believe in the power of film, and it allows you to do a lot of really interesting things and influence change for the better.
When I was younger, I was an actress, and so I did like some student films and some really bad local TV commercials and stuff like that. I was not good. And so I kept going back to school thinking, well, I'll write about film. Like if I'm not gonna be in film, I'll write about it. And then I ended up sort of getting sucked back into filmmaking once I was in grad school. Now I'm sort of in it, for better or worse.
As a filmmaker, you're not only trying to share an experience with the world or whoever your audience may be, but you're getting to experience that yourself. And that is really one of the neat parts about filmmaking.
There's just something appealing about a strong arts presence, whether it's film or anything else in the arts in a community. Having a thriving film community is just sort of part of that whole, makes the whole place better, more rounded.
For me, it's like, what is the point of living if there's no art? Because that's kind of like what makes our lives so much better, and you don't even really realize it, how much art there is in everything.
Arts are the thing that bring people to a place, like whether it's to visit or to live or to work or to build their company. People want to go someplace that feels fresh and feels vibrant and feels alive and interesting. And film is very much a part of that.
I think that being able to influence people with your art for the better is an incredible opportunity.
Another thing I love about being part of the Milwaukee filmmaking community is how supportive everybody is of everybody else here. And I think that's very cool and somewhat unique to this place.
I'm a post-production guy, so I don't know how our crews stack up, but I have a feeling the guys that are working and the women that are working in this town know what they're doing, or they wouldn't be making a living at it, right?
I think it's definitely up to people here in the movie business to find that talent and get it out there for people to see, because I think that's just the problem. It's just people they don't have a platform to really see it on.
I think it's important to support local filmmakers because they need a venue. Having something run theatrically, especially at the Oriental, it's just a great way to launch a film.
I guess I always felt that if I couldn't make it in Milwaukee as a filmmaker, what would make me think that I could make it in New York City or Los Angeles or somewhere that is really competitive as far as film goes?
You know, it's a hard business. On the other hand, once you've been in it, you're not going to do anything else. You're really not. It's too much fun.
One of the other things that I did when I was at Milwaukee Film was really trying to start building relationships between filmmakers in Milwaukee, so that we had a program called Collaborative Cinema, and then we had a couple other filmmaking programs. We had a screenwriting class for a minute. So trying to figure out how to take all of these people who are interested in film or already making film in Milwaukee and kind of give them a structured place to get to know each other and work on projects. So that was one thing that I was really invested in, and I'm glad to see the Milwaukee Filmmakers Alliance kind of pick up that torch and move it into a new place and into new territory, hopefully on a bigger scale that does kind of help Milwaukee have more opportunities in the national filmmaking scene.
I think in the past people did have to leave if they were serious about having a career in film or TV or anything like that. And now it's grown to the point where there's so many people doing this ourselves, and then the survey comes out and go, look, we have an industry, we just don't even know it. So it just sort of evolved over the last 20 years, 25 years. So I think MFA is going to just bring it to the surface, and maybe we'll actually get a real industry out of it.
There was a economic study done, I would say, a little over a year and a half ago, and just to try to gauge what the filmmaking community is like here, what they want, what the city has to offer in that respect. And one of the things that I think emerged from that was this need to bring that together. And it did come about that Milwaukee Film seemed like the best place for it to live. It's its own machine, but it does work under Milwaukee Film, yeah.
I'm part of the executive committee, which is, I believe, something that anyone can join now at this point. And it's just kind of, if you want to put in your 2 cents about what you want to see happen in the future, then you can go in and do that.
One of the reasons that I'm a member of the MFA is because I really want to support their initiatives that are also supporting filmmakers. So they are trying to build awareness for the filmmakers here, not just with one another, but also at the national level, because Milwaukee isn't really seen as a place where somebody from Hollywood is going to go shoot right now, and I know that they're trying to change that. They're giving a structure to a thing that has always been difficult in the past. And what I mean by this is that they're having the filmmaker mixers once a month now. And so it's a very specific place where people can go and just like talk to a few people and kind of get their toes wet without feeling like they have to make a film that's accepted into the film festival in order to meet anybody or be part of it, you know, that kind of thing. So it's a very easy sort of entry point.
Along with all these other efforts to make this a vibrant film community, there's been a lot of help from a few people, specifically Chris Abley and John Ridley. He's originally from Milwaukee, and he lives in Los Angeles now. And now he's taking all of what he's built and bringing some of it back to Milwaukee to start No Studios. And so No Studios is going to have a small theater in it, a restaurant, UW-Milwaukee is going to have some space in there, and a whole bunch of different film-related industries are going to be in there. So there will be post-production, there will be production, all a little bit different, and there will be space for people to have membership there too. not only do we have that incubator space, but we have John Ridley now, who is going to be like a vein to Hollywood. He's going to be bringing a lot of his movies back here to screen them or have private parties. And so that'll be cool to see us kind of integrate with those people. We are a little bit already, I would say, but this is going to put a spot on the map where all those people can meet. And so that's really exciting.
What I would like to see happen, and why I'm involved with the MFA, is to try and get an actual industry, an actual film industry in Milwaukee that's self-sustaining, so we don't have to rely on grants or that kind of thing. That's actually commercially viable. Maybe we distribute it ourselves or have a distribution arm so that things that are made here can actually get out of here and be seen. People will pay to see them, which comes back, which allows us to make more, and it's a real enterprise. That's what I think MFA